Oh my goodness, oh my gosh, did you see the big victory for gamers? The big gamer victory when the $80 games went to $70 games? Oh my goodness, gamers were winning. Gamers. Yeah, not to be a cynical piece of spit, but I have very mixed opinions on the news that came out the other day about, first of all, The Outer Worlds 2. It's Outer Worlds, right? Not Outer Wilds. That's a different game, right? Outer Worlds 2, which was announced at $80, is going to be coming out at $70, and also shortly after that announcement, which by the way, the announcement that Outer Worlds 2 made with the price was with this kind of fun graphic. I don't know, I got a kick out of this. I can't explain why. Everything surrounding this news bothers me, and everything around the Outer Worlds 2 being $80 in the first place annoys me, but this graphic specifically made me go, That's funny. But I always thought it was comical that the Outer Worlds 2, like the big anti-capitalist, capitalism evil game, was going to be $80 and published by Microsoft. I just thought that was funny. But now the game is going to be $70, and also shortly after that was revealed, Xbox announced that they are bringing their games back down to $70, at least through the holiday, because the original plan was that their games were going to go up to $80 this holiday, but now they're saying they're going to keep it at $70, and everyone's like, wow, oh my goodness, that's so exciting. And I admit, I made a tweet that went viral. Oh my goodness, I did it, Dad. Look at my viral tweet. Simply pointing out the fact that the backlash to $80 games was absolutely enough to bring things back down to $70. Interestingly, some people were arguing with me on that. Some people were saying stuff like, Joe, it's not that the people complained, it's that people didn't pre-order. Yes, we made our concerns about $80 clear. And obviously, if we have concerns about $80, we're not spending $80 on games. Do you understand? It's not a zinger. It's not a god. Like all these people who responded to my tweet being like, it's not that people complained. It's that people didn't buy it. And why didn't they buy it? Because they were complaining. Oh my God. But this has sparked some interesting conversation, because this news also came out around the same time that Randy Pitchfart announced that the Switch version of Borderlands 4 is going to be running at 30 frames per second. $70 game, by the way. And these things may sound completely unrelated to each other, but trust me, I'm gonna lasso you in. I'm gonna tie them all together, because I think everything that's happening here is indicative of a scam that people are completely normalizing, and the industry is just gonna get away with. The standard price for games went up to $70 just a few years ago, and you could very easily argue that $70 is not even the standard price, because not every publisher is doing $70. Some of the biggest games of the last few years have been $50. And whenever these publishers talk about why they're raising the prices, they always cite, oh, it's the rising cost of development. Development is so expensive these days. Well, maybe development is so expensive because you're spending way too much time and way too much money on the best graphics possible, which people don't even really care about. Or you're like Ubisoft, where you have 50 bajillion people being paid to basically just sit around and look busy. If you can't manage a budget, that's not the consumer's responsibility to make up the damage for you. If you are putting yourself in a position where you want to sell someone a product and you have to sell a bunch of copies of this product in order to break even, it is not the consumer's responsibility to manage your budget and make up for your misunderstanding of the market itself. You have to sell people something at a fair price. And if you cannot make back your budget by selling it at a fair price, that is not the consumer's fault. And it is not an opportunity to raise the price and raise the demand on the consumer. It is assigned to lower your development costs. It is assigned to meet the consumer halfway. And that's why I'm so frustrated at $70 games, because we went from $60 games to $70 games and now jumping right up to $80 games before $70 was even normalized or seen as remotely okay on a wide scale. But now this is the second time this year that a company has either announced or alluded to a game being $80 and then making it $70 before launch and expecting praise for it. The first one being Borderlands 4, when Randy Pitchford went on his giant tirade about how people were being really angry at him, and it's not his fault if the games are $80 and you just have to be a better fan if you want the game and you don't want to pay $80, and then the game gets announced at $70 and he wants a high five for it. And now Microsoft is doing the thing. They announced the game at $80. People are like, dude, what the fuck? And then Microsoft's like, oh, don't worry, we're gonna make all of our games $80, and people are like, dude, what the fuck again? And now they're like, nope, sorry, we're bringing it back down to $70. $70. Can we have a high five? No, you cannot have a high five. $70 is still too much. And that's when I want to bring things back around to Borderlands 4. This is a $70 game, by the way. A $70 game is running at 30 frames per second, and that is my major issue here. We're not getting more for our money. You're not getting more for your money when game prices go up. It'd be one thing if game prices went up, and then across the board, if you were going to have a game launching at $70, it was going to be like amazing performance, tons of content. And even then, I wouldn't think that would be justification, but it would at least be something. But really look at this. They were fully prepared to sell you Borderlands 4 at $80 at 30 frames per second. They were fully prepared to do that until we got pissed. Look at Outer Worlds 2. Look at all of the other games that Microsoft has in the works. Look at Black Ops 7, a game that nobody asked for, a game that is going to be pretty blatantly recycled assets and recycled ideas. They were fully prepared to sell that for $80. Meanwhile, the best-selling games and the most acclaimed games of recent memory have an Expedition 33, which was not full price, the Oblivion remaster, which was not full price, Split Fiction, that was not full price, Backyard Baseball 2001, baby, that's 10 smackaroos, go buy it, it's the best game of the decade. But to bring this all back to the title of this video, and my central thesis, it is a good thing that Microsoft is lowering prices back down to $70. It is a good thing that Microsoft is being backed off of $80 games. However, that is not good enough. We're moving in the right direction, but we are not at the destination yet. $70 is still too much. $80 was a complete slap in the face. $70 still is insulting, but it's less insulting than $80. And because $70 is still a slap in the face, that means I'm not going to give you a high fucking five for putting things back to $70, which is still too high. So I guess my big statement of this video is twofold. On one hand, never let people tell you you don't have power as a consumer in this industry. Never let these people tell you that corporations will not hear you when you complain. Because if corporations did not hear you, this would not be happening. That is point number one. But point number two is now we need to take that power that we have completely affirmed that we have. We need to keep going. Do not buy games at $70. Do not pre-order games, period. 80 back down to 70 is good. It is not good enough. We need to get the standard price of games back below 70 because it is unacceptable that we live in an industry where basically everything is digital. All these games can be produced infinitely at no cost to the distributor because they are digital. There is zero reason why a digital game in the modern age should be costing more than $50 tops. There's no physical overhead. There's no limited stock. There's no delivery fees. What are they charging you so much for? If they want to charge more for physical copies, fine. That's perfectly fine. As long as the physical copy is an actual physical copy that you own. Gamers have conceded way too much ground to the AAA industry, and I'm glad that we can show the AAA industry that we still have some power, and I'm glad that we can show each other that we still have some power, but it's time to keep going. I need you guys to not be complacent now. I'm proud of you guys for not buying 80. I'm proud of you guys for shouting down the 80. But let's keep it going now, okay? You don't stop playing the game in the fourth quarter just because you're winning, right? You keep playing the game. Sportsman, alright. Joe from Seattle, Super Sportsman. Okay, Doofus Club. Vendetta, Autry, Max Killer, BG Gaming, Solar Rock, Muskie, Kyle Ward, 789, and Omega, Big Fudge, Devastator 2000, Billy Last, Hard Cheese, One Man Savage, Webby Fucking Leave, Dude, Wings of Redemption, Klepto Penguin, DeJojo 6, Axel Leah, Moltheme, The Beastums, Evan Code, Really Zero Game with Dead People, Oracle, The Return of the King, is Upside Down, Biscuit 1101, Raffle Coaster, Adam Raz 26, Nate Blast 1314, Gabbard No 234, I don't know where I got 2 from, 347 Hardcore, Mario Maybe a Cuck, but Harmon Can't Get a Girl, Michael Musial, Master Killer, Firestorm 2056, Demetrius Papa Giorno, Tom Snorlaxon, Shantae, Scooter Metroid, and Unknown 1867, 18, Kipdog 1992, Zombie Killer 5072, Official Drex, Commander Shepard's Alien Juice, Stained Pubic Hair, Bear Brain, Epian 504, Grimsy, Edge Shadow Bear 1789, Espresso Hunter, Kushka, Unicorn, Rocco, Bender Fondue, The Modus Fine, Stop Being a Doofus, Big Ups, Liquid, Richard, Ban, World, Population, U Chest, Pains, T-Train, Reisinger, Sensenakage, Non-Valon, Forgot to Change My Name, Partial Mean 8, Volk, Solid, Cod Man 4372, WX, I need a stupid name, Joe to read out loud for everyone to see, Go Pyric Alderotho 1, I'm completely unstable, and even I don't want a PS5. Nixie Smile Blast, Snake Guys 327. Joe, why would you leave us? We miss you, sexy man. MK2396 EM, Stolen Mojo, please get help. Hentai X, Pocket Gamma, Leaf Fire, Hazard 105, GWXSS, Ras the Wolf. Okay, Toodles, Tech Meme, Jungle Zone, Slim Jim, I'll give this video. Joe, trap me in the moat, please help. Just get out. Get out of the moat. It's not hard. Joe from Anthcon, Pope Rapper the Rat King, Jessica Shepherd, Ricky Spell, Ricky Tikadabi, Atomic Dog, Vor9, Group of the Steel Angel. I'm banning anybody who gives me real I'm banning anybody giving me advice, real talk. We'll see. Have you ever considered getting some advice? Sergeant Jason Bond, Baron Von Vaderham, Cyrus 6771. Don't call me a doofus. It hurts my feelings. 2 checks 940. You haven't helped him out of the moat, and you were laughing, Joe. You want some advice? Get in the fucking moat. The first doofus, Creed Warrior 23, Max the Trap is back, totally insane. Black Cobra, the Endwall Slayer, Night of Cypher, ML04. I own 6 copies of Clip 2006 on Blu-ray. PP, Bang, Dog, Chicken Sucker, Mom, Banger 9009, Wolf of Midnight, Cigarette, Pig, Venus, Steep Wind Studios, Foam Kraken, Ohm Gaming, Tariq Brown, Thor's Gate, Megan X, Evan Evans, Mr. Spawning No 3 is a Canley, Africa Wine Mixer, Pow, I Trouble, Donnie Weston, Nick Donnie, drops next on Twitch, coming, hang y'all. Cobb Gunson, Rogue Winter 919, Bobby Henner, Kenny Ken Fanning, Hanging Mentor Higher, Elden the Noble, Frost Crystal, Biogenesis, Ian Action, Floppy, Pingus 97, Mega Q, Scruffy Skull, Ghost Hope, Ryusagi, Vasco, Raptor Tim, The Amazing Blight Man, Blue Hook, Militive, I Am Gooner, Go Cry About It, Jody Priest, Smitty, Worker, Yoga Man Jensen, The Chillizard named Max Lore, Make Advertisement, Yoga Garcia, JJ Jesse, Mike Begins, I American Eddie, Harmon Smith, of the Chin, Oh No, It's Justin, Rand Rui, Tuning Mechanic, Extreme the Wolf 7, Jody Scoops, Negative Creep, Totaku, Poop, Pee, Bang, Cat, Chicken Sucker Mom, Maker 182, Wannabe Hobo, JJ West Ability, 10 Char, Rob C. Veg, Groove Banana, Curtin Alice Pet, The Scrum Master, Jolly fans coming soon. Okay, Toodles, Joe. Damn it. Okay. Shit. What was I doing? I read Jonely fans and then Joodles. Jonely fans, Jum in June, Joe K. Joodles. Okay, Toodles.